You choose not to believe in God because you don't have enough physical, visible evidence. I get that. What I don't get is when people say, even if God were real, I still wouldn't believe in him. I still wouldn't follow him. Huh? That's no different. You realize it's no different than saying, even if you had the cure to cancer and I had the worst cancer imaginable, I still wouldn't accept it. That's pride talking. That's just arrogance. Put that away. Stop making this so much about you. This whole God thing is so much bigger than you in what you're going through, in what you want to believe in. Trust me, if you really want to know God, if you want to see physical evidence, you can find it. All right? It's out there. This whole believing in God thing, this isn't blind faith. If someone told you that, or if you just decided that was what it was on your own, it's not. Why would it be blind faith? I wouldn't believe in it if it were just, oh, it's just a guess. Oh, that's just what I think it is. No, we see evidence every day. All right? We see it in the flowers that are planted and grown into something beautiful. We see it in the skies that make beautiful paintings everywhere we go. Like, we see the sky every day. We shouldn't be amazed when we often see it do something really cool with the sun or with the clouds that we just gotta take new pictures all the time. Like, God is that creative, that beautiful. And if that's not evidence for you, because, oh, it just got there on its own. The earth just made itself. I didn't just make myself. Everything comes from something. And you want actual evidence? There's so much of it. There is so much actual evidence that proves that Jesus was really here 2,000 years ago and really died 2,000 years ago and really rose out of that grave 2,000 years ago. There is actual proof. Yet you will always find a way to deny something if you do not want it to be true. Listen, the proof is out there. I could talk about this for days, how much proof is actually out there. And you could ignore me for days listening to how much proof you don't want to be out there. Listen. The end is so soon. I would not be doing this if I weren't so sure. If I didn't actually care, if I didn't actually love you. Only God can bring that kind of love on a person. I should be getting wasted right now. I should be just living for myself, not caring about you, because I was so about myself for the longest time. And in some ways, God's still working on me with that. But guys, if I were in my old ways, I would not be making these videos. God put that love in me because I went to him and I asked him to help me because I knew I was so fallen. I went so far away from him. I just made it so much about myself. God put that love in me. I love you so much that I can't help but try to help as many people as I can, because that's what God does. That's what the Holy Spirit puts in you. It's an actual thing. You can't explain that. There's so much that God does that you can't explain. That's what makes it faith. Because there's no way that people that can only go by what they want to see, that they need to actually see something right in front of them. And even when they do, they still just, if you don't want to believe, you're never going to believe. All right? You're never, ever, ever, ever going to believe in God if you don't want to. Jesus could literally be walking beside you, and you would still deny him. Look up Judas Iscariot in the Bible. He literally walked with Jesus, even performed miracles, and still betrayed him. Like, obviously he believed in Jesus because he was with him, but he still betrayed him. Like, you could think you're a Christian and not actually end up caring about God and putting yourself first at the end of the day. You know, maybe that's a bit of a separate message than what I've been going on about, but this video isn't just for people who don't believe. This is for people who believe, but maybe don't actually put God first, you know? And hey, I get it. That was me for the longest time. I've never not believed in God, but for many years I was just like, yeah, maybe I'll read the Bible here and there, but I don't know. I was just so self-centered, you know. The world is pushing this message everywhere you go. Just about every single commercial on TV, I swear, if you're paying attention, they're always saying, it's about you. You deserve this. You're your own king. You're your own God. Oh, everyone's lesser than you. You need to work on yourself. Treat yourself. This is all about you. It's not about you. It never has been. It's always been about God. Loving is loving others. Don't make it about yourself. Don't make it about yourself. You are not that special. I know that hurts to hear. I know you don't want to hear that. You aren't special to yourself. You are special to God. You need to give God the glory, not yourself. Give to others. Don't give to yourself. And this is a message for me too. I am so selfish. I hoard so much stuff that I don't need. Like, we're all in this together. We can all improve. But if you don't want to live for God, I can't help you. There's nothing I can do if you aren't willing to even give him a chance. I believe the rapture could be so soon. It could even be today or tomorrow or in a couple days. This is the highest watch period there has ever been. Ever been. This is the closest God has been to almost being here. I can't comprehend that, and I sure know you can't either. But he is going to be back so soon, and when the Christians get taken up in the rapture, in the blink of an eye, millions are going to disappear, and everyone's that's still here is going to be so confused and trying to justify it. And they're probably going to say that aliens took it, because more and more everyone's saying that, starting to believe that aliens are real, which is insane. It's insane. You know, the devil knows his time is short to try to deceive as many people as he can, so he's just making the most crazy things happen right now, and it's just getting worse and worse. If you think we're going to ever get back to pre-2020, I've got news for you. The only way it's getting better is if you're with Jesus. If not, it's going to get so much worse. Guys, everything is getting way out of control. Everything's being set up for a cashless society. That's straight out of the Bible. That's stuff I even knew as a child, learning about it in church. Like, 20 years ago, legit. Like, I knew about what was going to happen today. Isn't that insane? That should be impossible.